We are live.
All right, everybody, here we are once again. I'm with Ron Branchini and Duke. So, Ron, how's it gone this week?
It's gone good. I've had some good rides. He's doing really good in the walk. Like he's moving forward in the walk. He's got some nice energy underneath him. Trot's coming along nicely. I've been working, with my balance on my trot like usual. So that's been coming along. I think it's been helping him a bunch too.
Excellent, excellent. All right, well, let's go ahead and do a little bit of lunging, and away we'll go. But let's go ahead and start today with, let's put the side reins up on top to start with.
Okay.
Now, Ron was just walking him. He had a really nice walk, so I'm just going to go right ahead and put the side reins on in the upper position today.
I just need to do something real quick over here.
Yeah, go ahead. This horse's lower back is looking better all the time. I don't know if you guys can remember, but this used to he had quite a bump over his hip and quite a dip there behind the saddle. That's really filling in nicely now.
I brought everything out except the lunge rope.
You kind of see him right there. That's really good.
Come on, bud.
Taking the correct shape.
I've been noticing that he's been standing more squarely.
Oh, nice.
Cross ties and stuff, which is kind of nice.
Yep, that's what should happen.
Okay, you ready? Come on.
Oh, nice. There's no big belly on him even before we started here. He's already pulled up pretty nicely. Better all the time.
How are things out there? Pretty nice weather-wise?
Things are good. Yeah, we've been having just pretty idyllic weather. We never had any heat this summer. I mean, we had like 2 or 3 days that got to 90 degrees, if it even got that hot. So it's been a pretty idyllic. Everything is still green here, unlike it normally is here at this time of year. Everything would be burnt out, but with all the rains we had throughout the summer, it's really been amazing.
Well, that's good.
Which, where I live is in the middle of a huge fire area, so it's always a huge relief to get beyond the wildfire time. So just right away trying to make him active, moving those hindquarters out and see if we can get him to step right up into that working walk, which I think he's going to do pretty nicely here. Like that. Very good. Very good. Now, the reason I thought this might work is because when I turned it on before everyone else here was able to watch this, Ron was just walking around waiting for me, and he had just a really nice big stretch in the working hand and really moving really nicely. Just go ahead and bring him back to a walk, and let's let him work this walk for a minute. I don't think we need to go like that.
And walk. And walk.
Go ahead and bring him in closer to you till he does. Like that.
Walk. That's it.
Good. You can keep that walk going. There you go. That's more like it. Keep that more active walk now.
Yeah.
And you can stay a little closer to him there for a minute. Just let the circle be bigger so you're walking more. It's almost like you're doing work in hand there a little bit. You kind of are. You're just a little further from him than normally. Keep trying to push his hindquarters a little bit to the outside as we get him to push up through his back and get him to round into the contact. Keep that going like that. Yield the hindquarters a little bit more away from you. Good. That's starting to come around. Keep yielding the hindquarters. Need to move out a little bit more away from you. Keep that going. Good. Keep trying to yield the hindquarters a little more. Still need to move them out a little bit more. They're still a little bit to the inside compared. And if you look at them, this front end is still on a much further out circle than the hindquarters are.
And walk.
Go ahead, just bring him right back to the walk like that. So good, like that. Now keep your whip up there. Now see if you can yield him a little bit with that whip a little closer to him. So like you're doing like that. Good, like that. He steps over and starts to move those hindquarters out a little bit in that position. So we get a good working walk like this. Keep that going, a little more active. Now it's time to come around like that. Good, like that. That's what I want to see. Keep that going. Hindquarters out a little more again. So notice he's beginning to lose that round shape through his whole body. So we need to move the hindquarters back out again and get him to push up through that inside hind leg again. A little bit more, yield the hindquarters. Think about doing a little more of a shoulder in. Push him right out there. He's still sort of falling out with the shoulder instead of the hindquarter. Move the hindquarter out even more. Yeah, good. That's right. Go ahead and take it closer to you like that. That's fine. Make it like that. Good. So you can actually touch him with it. Like that. Yeah, there you go. Now you're starting to get it. Keep working that till he moves that hindquarters out a little bit more. Tap him a little harder. Like this. Good. That's getting better. Keep it. Keep it going. Moving hindquarters out a little more again. Hindquarters out a little bit more. Like that. Good. Keep it going. Like that. Good. There we go. Keep it going. Now go ahead and trot.
Trot.
You could soften a little more, but you got a good activity. So let's go and trot a little bit for a moment here again. And now moving the hindquarters out, same thing here. He tends to want to fall out with the shoulders. We want him to move those hindquarters out a little bit. That's good. Yeah, good.
Trot.
Again, a little more active, out with the hindquarters. And just keep moving the hindquarters out a little bit so he softens. Like that, good. Good, now you're getting it like that. Good, good, good. Keep it going right there. Good job. Keep it going now. Good, like that. Good. Now we're starting to get some. Keep that going. Right there. Good job. Right there. Good. Time he comes up, push the hindquarters away from you. Every time he hollows a little bit. The good news, even when he's up a little bit, he's not just disengaging. Like that. Keep it going. Good, good, good. Like this. Now let him walk again.
And walk. And walk.
Good. Keep that. Much better walk now. Just keep that walk just like that. Get it a little closer to you. That's the walk I want. Now it's just from that little bit of trot work, his belly came up a little bit.
And walk.
Good. Even getting him to hold that little sense more of energy in that walk like that. Good.
And walk.
Good. Like that. Very good. Soften him just a little bit with the rein there. There you go. Push the hindquarters out a little bit like that. Good. Now trot again.
Trot. Trot.
Way move the hindquarters out a little bit. Good. Now a little more active. Good. That's really good there, but make it a little more active so we get a little bigger swing in it. Good. Keep it going. A little more active. Good. That's getting better. Keep moving those hindquarters out just a little bit. There's still a little bit to the inside. Good. That's better. Good. Keep that. Keep it. Good. Like that.
Trot.
Keep that. Good. There. Keep it. Keep it. Good. Very good. That's coming around really nicely. Keep it right there. Keep it. Now let him walk again.
And walk. And walk.
Good.
Okay.
Keep that walk. Just moving the hindquarters out a little bit again. Like that. Good. He starts to soften into it. Like that's what we're looking for. Good, much better. It's coming around. Still needs to soften, just lower his
And
neck
walk.
in there.
And walk.
And again, just yielding his hindquarters a little bit.
And walk.
Bring him right back to the walk. Good, like that. And then push the hindquarters right away again. Yeah, good. Good. There you go.
And walk. And walk.
And again, trot. Right away, move the hindquarters out just a little bit. That impulsion. There we go. He starts to swing through again, like this. Good. You're trying to sweep those hindquarters out away from you a little bit. You bring your whip around. Like that. Good. Good, good, good. Keep that going. Keep it going there. Keep it active. Right there. When he comes up, push the hindquarters away from you. A little more activity. Good. Good. Keep that going. Another tap. Keep it going. There. He starts to soften again. Good there. Now let him walk again.
And walk. And walk.
And go ahead and let him halt and change directions. I don't want too much of this.
And ho. Good boy.
That was good, though. For starting out in the walk, that's the best active walk up into his back that we've seen yet. Just always have to keep thinking of pushing those hindquarters out a little bit with him. He always wants to push in, especially in that direction, in on you with the hindquarters.
How about? Okay, go.
And just like you did the other way, if you need to be a little close to him at first, try to push those hindquarters away, almost like you're just working in hand there. So he starts to get a little more active, and see if we can find that activity that we had walking the other way. See how everything's kind of stopped. Everything is kind of stopped. So just think about making him active now for a moment, so he just starts to walk a little more active. Unlike the other way where he's trying to trot, now we need to generate a little more energy. For some reason, in this direction, he's gotten a little sleepy now. So tap him, get a little more activity. Good. Keep pushing him out away from you a little bit.
And
Let's go ahead and trot with him in this direction. Just go ahead and trot. He needs to trot here. So give him a little tap and get a little more active. Unlike the other direction where we had all that energy we could work with, suddenly we didn't have that. So we needed just getting going and getting moving again. Keep that going. Keep pushing the hindquarters out away from you a little bit, a little more active. Good. Keep moving the hindquarters out away from you. There, at least starts to stretch into it. Keep moving the hindquarters out away from you. Good. That's getting better. Keep moving the hindquarters away from you. Every time he comes up like that, you can still see that as he comes around there, his hindquarters are still inside of the circle that the shoulders are on. There you go. That's better. But of course, the horse is always trying to make it easier for himself till they really get into the point where they really start learning to come through, and that becomes the natural way they go. But these ones that are a little lazy, sometimes it takes a little while. Like this is good now. Now we're starting to get a good trot. Keep that going. Keep it going on that circle. Keep it going a little bit longer. That's looking better there. Good. Keep that.
Well,
Right there. Good. That's what I want. Keep it there. Good. Good. Keep it. Once you get him all the way there again, push those hindquarters out a little bit more again till we get that engagement again where we had it a moment ago, and try to keep it as he comes to the short end. He likes to disengage right there. Keep moving the hindquarters out a little bit. Keep moving the hindquarters out. Like that. Good. There. Then he starts to push up. Like that. Much better. Keep that. Very good there. That's what we want. Right there. Now the whole horse is working. Keep that. Keep that right there. Very good. Keep it just like that. Don't change anything. Comes up. Yield the hindquarters again. Keep it going. Keep that going. Good. Good. Really good. Right there. Much better now. Keep that right there. And go ahead and let him walk.
And walk. And walk.
Good. And that's a better walk. Now that's more like the walk we had in the other direction. Good. Now go ahead and let him halt and let's get on. That was good.
And who?
That got to a good place. That was definitely the liveliest walk, and the walk we ended up with there in that direction, once he got himself going and organized through the trot work, that was really good. Good boy, Duke.
Good job there, bud.
Okay, so let's put you on to start with and just see how it goes.
Okay.
And if I feel like he's too under-impulsed, then we'll put her on. But let's see how he goes with you first.
So one thing that I've been doing is I get on them, I'd walk very little and just go right into a trot, work them at a trot for a while, and then go back to the walk.
That's just what I was going to say. Same thing. It's just like the work we do there. Sometimes his walk is just, you can't quite get it active enough, but if you go and trot and do something else, then you come back to it, it's better, just like we did in that case. So, yes, that is sometimes the case. And often, as I said, with this type of a horse, as I said, they come in two varieties. You guys have heard me say this many times, crazy or lazy. Of course, our goal in training is to make them all end up at the same place. The lazy ones get active and the crazy ones get relaxed. Hi, Hannah. How are you doing today? Can you hear me? Great. Good. He says, "Where's my cookies?"
Okay, bud. Come on. Take a step. Good boy. Okay, come on. Over. Nope. Come on. Over. 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 Good boy.
Good boy, Duke. Just be careful that block isn't underneath the horse. If it is, you need to back it up a little bit. I've seen more than one person get into trouble with getting the block underneath the horse.
Right there. Nope.
Oops.
Come on, bud. It's a new game he's got going on.
Yeah.
Right there.
Trouble with mounting blocks.
Yeah, to see if you donate the horse for the guy. Which honestly, I think Duke would have been fine for it. They were very good. So.
Okay, come on. Come on.
Go ahead and see what he'll give you in the walk. That's not too bad. There. Starting to stretch out in front of you. See if he'll open up that walk for you before we go to the trot. See if you can open that up down the next long side. To that same walk that you had when I first got on here, when you were working in hand, just that big active swing underneath you. For him, that's not too bad. Keep opening it up. You could stretch a little more, but there you go. Keep opening it up in front of you like that. Go ahead and turn by the center line and do a leg yield to the right. And use that leg yield as a time to ask a little bit more out of him and get a little more energy as you guys can just step over to the right. Yeah, good. That's pretty good for the first one. A little tap, guess you can get a little more sideward step, but that's not too bad for him. He'd have a little more swing in it, but relatively speaking, that's pretty good. And go ahead and see if you can get a little more activity out of that walk going down the next long side. Keep softening him a little bit with your fingers, but also giving and asking for more to come ahead of your leg. That means letting your reins get a little bit longer, always being sure that there's no touch of your hand against his mouth when you use that whip. That's the most, especially with this kind of horse, because you're going to shut off. That's what caused his problems with people whipping him and holding on his mouth at the same time. Yeah, that's starting to be good. So we've got to be really careful about that with a horse like this because he's been so turned off to it. This is really good, actually. Keep this going. This is the nicest walk I've seen you be able to just get on him and produce. Keep that going. A little bit more active in down the next long side. Same thing you just did here. See if you can go. Don't be afraid. Just let those reins slip and let your hands come back a little further so you can get the whip back into a position where you need it. Just keep your body really stretched up when you do this. And of course, even though you're on a long rein, you're not just throwing the reins away. If you needed to, you could quickly get contact by either raising your hands or taking your hands to the side. Keep opening that up a little bit. Good. We're going to go ahead and turn by the center line and do another leg yield to the right. Good. Keep that going. Very good. Get a little more step over. That's really good, Ron. This is really good. Get a little more going over. Really good. Very good. Keep it going. That's really good. That's probably the most active I've seen you do that on this horse. That's very good. Go ahead and take the next diagonal and change the rein. I'm liking this. Starting to be some life in this horse. Good. Keep that going. Good. Go ahead and change your whip. Very good. Go ahead and turn by the center line at the top and do a leg yield to the left. Once again, use that leg yield as a moment to ask to get a little more out of him. It's a good time to tap him a little harder with your whip. Get used to doing that the time he's stepping sideways. It's a little harder for him to resist and not just run forward also. That's like that. That's good. Didn't like that, but he gave in. Keep that going. Good. Go large. Keep trying to open up the walk, get a little more into a stretch if we could get it, but the activity for him is really good here. Just keep see if we can get a little bit more and see if he'll stretch out in front of you a little bit more down the next long side. Once again, let those hands come back if you need to, so where you can get to where you can tap with the whip. And never doing more than a touch of your leg, and always relaxed again. So we're never gripping on the side of it, never squeezing in, other than more just an impulse from the leg. Let's relax again. Keep that going. Let's do one more leg yield from the center line this direction. Asking for a little more this time. Yeah, so we can get a little bigger step over. So asking him to be a little stronger in how you ask this time. Like that, good. Keep it going. Like that, good. Stepping him over, like that, good. It's getting more active. That's what I want to see. Now that time it got more active as you went. That's what I'm looking for. Good. So that time you used that to get a little more impulsion out of the horse. Good. Or to generate a little more impulsion, I might say. Keep that going in the walk.
Okay.
Very good. So even while he's not, perfectly on the bridle here in the walk, his walk is active. It's a nice 4-beat walk. Keep it going down the long side, starting to stretch out in front of you. Now prepare to trot. And whenever you're ready, just put him into a trot.
Trot.
Good. And here through the short side, let your right hand come out to the inside. Give him a little tap with your whip behind your leg to keep him going through that short side. Of course, always has a tendency to want to slow down in those two short corners. So trying to keep it, don't even think of them as being corners at this level. Until the horse is really going on the bridle, you wouldn't even want to think about making the corners. The end of the ring is just like half a 20-meter circle at this point. And use that half a circle. Once again, let your hands come out the outside, asking for a little more activity from him to get a little more in front of your leg. Like that. That's getting better. Always never holding back. Keep it opening up as you go. Good job. And again, to the short side, letting your right hand come to the inside, keeping it active as you go through. Yeah, good. If he wants to stretch out in front of you, let him. Go ahead and give him a little more rein. Just loosen up the reins. Let me see what he does if you just let those reins get a little bit longer and you just work on sending him forward like that. There you go. Like that. Sometimes got a little bit too much contact there. Keep opening that up. That's good. Even though his head is up in the air, he's lifting himself. So that's pretty good. The horses doesn't have to be perfectly on the bridle. They can swing through as long as they're not too hollow. Like that. There you go. Now you're getting into that. Good. Keep that going. Much better. Very good. Good. Go ahead and turn a little after the center line here and do a leg yield to the left. Keep it going. And we'll look over there we want to get him off of that leg just like you did in the walk work. Good job. Activity. Now try to ask him to lengthen a little down the next long side. Once again, let your reins, once you get through the short side here, let your reins get a little bit longer, like that, and go into the stretch and then send him forward from your legs like that. That's good. Like that. So important that your balance be independent of those reins. Good, like that through the short side. Really good, Ron. Keep that, like that. Fantastic. Keep it going. There's where I want it, right there. And you stretch up and keep him going with your legs. Your hands have very little to do with any of this. Keep it going. Like that. Keep it going. Very good. Like that. Fantastic. Keep it going. Just like that. Keep it going. Don't let anything change. Best I've seen him go for you. Same thing here. He comes up, it's your legs that have to solve the problem, not your hands. Like that. Keep it going. Like that. Very good. Very good. Keep it going. Right to the short side. One more time. Really strong to the short side, letting your hand come to the inside to really keep him engaging to the short side of the arena. Just half a circle like that. Good. Keep it going like that. Keep it going like that. Keep it going. Down this long side. Open it a little bit so he stays out in front of you. Like that. Good. Had a little bit too much hand there, should have snagged him a little bit with your inside rein. So give a little bit more of your reins again. You're still kind of bouncing your hands against his mouth. Loosen your hands a little bit like that. Good. I like that. Good job now. Got to be very careful. There. Now let him come back to a walk.
And walk.
That was fantastic, Ron. Let him go around and just go ahead and change the rein across the next diagonal. That's the best trot I've seen you get him into in the quickest time. Very good. Just be careful that even, once again, there were times when your hands start bouncing a little bit against his mouth. So better to just let it be right out in front of you, really loose until you can really get your posture straight above him. And then you start taking up the contact a little more. But that's really coming really nicely. You look like you've gotten a little fitter in the last few weeks, by the way.
Bigger?
Fitter. You look a little fitter. You look fitter.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
And of
All the
course,
workouts that I do.
everybody, that's it, man. You'll never be a better rider than you are fit. If you're not perfectly fit, you'll never be a perfect rider. It's very important.
Yeah.
Riding is not going to get you in shape. You have to be in shape to ride. Many people erroneously think they're going to ride horses and that's going to be all the exercise they need to do, and they end up just gaining a lot of weight. Somehow being around horses makes you hungry, but not necessarily fit. Good. Now prepare to trot again.
Trot.
And whenever you're ready, right into it. Great. Just like that. Be sure you're on the correct diagonal and then open it up just like we did the other side. I'm looking for that same trot you had the other way with him just moving freely in front of your leg. Like right now, the brakes are still on. There we go. The brakes are starting to come off. Stay back there with your upper body and get them in front of your leg. So your hands really have very little to do with this other than occasionally keeping contact. But if he's up in the air, let the reins go and send him forward on with your legs. Just be sure that you're not snagging him. Even the slightest little bit coming through a corner like that and it ends up stopping him from coming through. Keep opening that up so he goes back into the stretch. And keep it active. Good job. You can canter a little bit and trot a little bit. Come back to the trot. Good. That's good. Correct your rising diagonal. You're on the wrong one. Now just open it up down this long side. This is it. Really good. Run like this. Really good. Right there. You got it. Right there. Keep that and just stretch yourself up. Shouldn't have anything to do with the reins. Keep him going with your legs. Up. Again. I like this. One of the biggest erroneous things that's happened in the dressage world today is that people try to teach people to ride horses on the bridle before the person even has any independence in the saddle. If you try to do that, all you're going to do is learn how to hang on the horse's mouth. Your balance has to be independent of the horses before you think about maintaining contact with the mouth of the horse. Like this. But once he gets stable, it's much easier to do. Keep that run like this, right through this short side. Keep it active as you go through the short side. Keep it active, right through there, just like that. Keep it going. Tap, a little bit more active. Keep it right there. Really nice. Really nice, like this. And let him come back to a walk.
And walk.
Ron, this is absolutely the best this horse has gone for you. Absolutely fantastic. Walk for a moment. Keep it active. Try not to let it just fall into a heap.
Okay.
And we get on the next long side. I want you to go back to a trot again, making some transitions. Your hands have nothing to do with the upwards transition other than to stay out of the way of his mouth.
Trot. Trot.
Like that. Very good. Very good. And right away back to that big stretch. Keep it going like that. Tap. Now make it a little stronger.
Trot.
Good. Very good. Good. Very good. A little more active yet, even still? Good. Now I want you to just let your hands be about right there. Just let him stretch. Let them be a little longer than they are now and see if he'll stretch into you, just like he did when he has the upper side reins. Right there is about right. So keep him right there. Right there. So he's not stretching all the way down. Now we're asking more for a working position. Right there. Keep it right there, about midway down. That's really good. Doesn't have to think about a lot of flexion. That's perfectly good right there. Keep that right there. Keep it, Ron, just like that. Really fantastic. Right there is absolutely fantastic. Keep it right there. As you go through the short side, keep him right there. Don't let him stretch all the way down. Keep him right where you are right there. Now go on to a circle. Now stretch him all the way down on the circle. Keep yourself stretched up as you go onto this circle. Yeah, let him go out in front of you, but you stretch up and keep him really active like that. Great job. Great job. Wonderful. Go large. Active again as you come out of that circle, and then shorten your range and bring him up from the stretch now. You're going to bring him up about midway. Right about there is about right. Keep it right there and go large, keeping him right where you have him right there. Doesn't have to have any more flexion than that for right now. That's really good. Right there. Just keeping him right there. Change the rein across the next diagonal. Try to keep him there in that working position. Right there. Don't. If he starts to drop down too low, add a little bit of leg. Give him a little tap. He's going down a little bit too low. So bring him up a little bit. Like that. And change the rein across the diagonal.
Come on, drop.
And changing your whip. Now, once again, use that little technique as we normally be doing. Let your hand come to the inside here. Get a little more power through the short side so it doesn't die on the short side there a little bit. Like that. Get it out in front of you. There you go. Fantastic. Right there. Let him stay about right there. That's good for him. Now, midway down. Doesn't have to be too much on the bridle, so to speak. A little more active right there. Got a little bit hollow there. Tap. Send it on through this corner. To the short side again. Like there. Right there. There's where I want it. Right there. Keep him right there. Now you got a working trot. Keep it right there. Right there. Wow. Fantastic. Right there, Ron. Keep it just like that. Turn out to the center line and do a leg heel to the left.
Cut it short by accident. Sorry about that.
That was bad. Go ahead and do your leg heel. Like that. Keep him right there in the working position. Right there. Really good. Working through. Excellent. Good. Now onto a circle here and stretch him all the way down on the circle. You stretch up as he stretches down. Get a little more power coming through. Use the stretch to gather even more energy swinging through the back of the horse.
Drop.
Like that. Good. Keep it. Like that. Even a little more power. A little more power. A little more power. There. Like that. Good. Good. Like this. Good. Now go large and bring him up about midway. Let your hands come together in front of you. Right there. Just keep him in front. There. Good. Right there. Very nice. And Ron, ask him to canter in the midway through the short side here. Ask him to canter right there. You feel like you need to.
Canter. Nope. I got to prepare for it. Give me a second.
That's not. I feel a little serious about it. Keep him right there. Keep the working trot. That's all right. Keep. Let your hands come together. Right there. Keep that working trot. That's okay for today. Keep it right there. That's a really good working trot. It's never gone this well for you before. Keep it right here. Tap again. Don't let it fall. Really good. Drop. Now on a circle again, stretching all the way down on the circle there.
Drop. Drop.
Good. All the way down again, a little more active, kind of disengaged a little bit. See if you feel him disengaging a little bit there. Get to swing through a little more actively. Good. Like that. Good. Now bring him up from that stretch as you go large. Just bringing your hands together in front of you. The pole come up, but keeping the same trot. Right about there. Good. Go large, just like that. Keep it right there. Don't change a thing. Right there. Right there. Keep it right there. Go large. And on the next long side here, let him walk.
And walk.
Wonderful. Ron, that was absolutely fantastic. You got to a working trot today, and it was consistent. Come on down. We'll put Hannah on and just do a little bit of canter with him. But that was the best he's ever gone for you. That was absolutely fantastic.
Well, bud.
But I don't want to push that canter thing. Let's have her just jump on and do it once or twice. But you're almost there, buddy. This is looking so good. I mean, your position is staying in position. You're staying up there. You look so much more balanced, and really that fantastic trot out of him today. By far the best thing we produced yet. And we didn't have to use the canter to get it. So that shows you how far you've gone. Whereas we couldn't even sort to move without cantering
Good
before.
boy, Dukers.
I'll say.
Looks so fancy.
You looked fantastic.
So how many holes up? 4. I could have probably gotten him into a canter. I just needed to know on this end so I could prepare on that end.
Oh, okay. Well, next time we'll do that.
Yeah,
I mean, you're almost there. I didn't want to push it.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And everything else was so good. By far the best we've seen him go. Starting to look like he's come to life.
Good.
Excuse me. Okay, so take a moment to just get that walk stretch out in front of you, just to go through that step with him. With the new rider here, to be sure we can still get him out in front of your leg in the walk. And stretch him out for a minute, like that, before we get to this. Really good, like that. Very nice, keep that going. A little more active there. There you go. There, get him out in front of you. There you go, like that. Much better. And just really open up that walk down this next long side. Make him do a little bit more than that, really. Give him a little stronger tap there behind your leg and get a little snappier response out of him, like that. That's more like it. Keep that walk going, even a little more active here. He's kind of good, good. Keep that going. A little more stretched out in front of you. And once again, just getting him out in front of you a little bit more into a stretch again one more time before I bring him up. You can get that. Have to be lazy. There we go. That's getting better. Keep working that a little deeper. Good. A little bit deeper yet. That's it. Be free to get after him a little bit. Getting lazy. There, I like that. Good. Now go ahead in the middle of this short side and just go ahead and push him on up into a trot. And if you'll soften a little bit, actually just go ahead and walk on. See if he'll come up a little more into a working walk for you. Stretch yourself up and just bring his pole up a little bit and see if you can get him to soften into a more active working walk. Like that. There we go. Like that. Good. Yeah, okay, keep the working walk for a second. Good, if we can get it. Good. That's good. It came to life for you. There you go. Keep that working walk for a moment. Keep that. Good job. Keep the working walk. Like that. Just keep him in that for a moment. That's good. Keep that activity. Getting a little flat now. Generate a little more energy out of him. Coming up underneath you. There you go. Like that. Good. That's more like it. And whenever you're ready, ask him to trot. A little stumbly getting into those transitions. Go ahead and open that up and just think of just opening up and letting him stretch for a moment before we do anything else. Just getting back where Ron had it, getting out in front of you again, just opening it up the trot. Good, like that. I don't want to have to do too much more with him here. Keep that going. Yeah, keep trying to soften him, get him out in front of you again. He's still just kind of going with the brakes on. There we go. That's getting more like it. Good. Good. There. Keep that. Go ahead and put him into a canter in the middle of the short side there in the corner, anywhere you like there. Just get him cantering a little bit before we run out of horse here. And our usual thing, just getting off his back a little bit and just let him roll around the arena there. Like that. See if you can open that up a little bit, getting a little bigger stride out of him down the long side. Yeah, I can't wait to see your video out there. In the next week, I've given them an assignment to take him out and film him out with Hannah riding him out in the big field and doing some galloping up and down hills and things like that. It's going to be fun to see. At this point, you have to get horses out of little arenas at some point. Start opening them up like that. And it's always good for this kind of horse Good, like that. And just keeping that. Now, when you get anywhere along there, just asking back to the trot and see what kind of trot we have after that. Good, that's more like it. And keep that power in that tap. Good, keep it to the short side active. Now go ahead and bring him up from that stretch there, and let me see if he'll come up into a working trot for you now. Good, right about there. Good. That's about it, about right there. Keep that. Keep that right there. Good. And now go ahead and walk. And just let him stretch out in front of you. I'm actually going to stop there. I think we've gotten the best of him today, and I don't want to just push it beyond that because he really was fantastic for Ron. So let's stop with that today. That's a good place to stop with him. And as I said, I really look forward to your assignment of taking him out in the field and making a video for him. You know, what we're looking for him to stretch out there in the trot and come up and cannon around the whole thing. We've got some little hills you can do, and that sort of thing should be fun. Really great work today, Ron. By far the best he's gone to. I just stopped there. I felt like he'd given you everything there was to give there. There wasn't much horse left, but let's not push it beyond that. But he really was fantastic for you and came up into a really nice, for the first time, and you really had quite a nice working trot when you brought him up. It stayed active. He didn't look like he was just trying to die every other step. So really, really fantastic work today, you guys. I couldn't be happier with where this horse is starting to come around for you. Really nice.
All the hard work is paying off finally, so it's good.
There you go. That's how you get there, like everything else, right? Excellent.
You got to put the time in.
Well, I look forward to seeing your video next week. Hope you can get him outside. That's going to be fun to see him moving around out there a little bit.
Yep. And then we'll shoot for next Thursday again. Are you available?
Next Thursday at the usual time.
I'll let you know about Thursday.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much, Will.
Okay, you are welcome, guys. And let me know how Calvin's doing.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Okay, good. Excellent. See you soon.
See you.
Great work.